Hey there, guys! So, sorry about the weird angle. I was like, I'll bring my tripod up and do this video, setting it up with like a nice background or anything, and then I forgot, and I don't want to go get it and do this video because it's like midnight. Almost midnight. Can't see with that one. Can't see with that one. The dog's in the way and everyone. There we go. So, this is an idea that I saw last year that I was like, I want to try this. And then just never got around to being able to set it up and try it. So when Kate Kavanaugh posted her newest video of setting up like a fall writing semester, which I will include the link down below, I knew that I had to do it. Absolutely had to do it. Life is crazy. Life is absolutely off the rails. So I have no idea how this is going to go at all. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to fail halfway through, but we're going to try it. I don't know why my camera just suggested that. That was weird. Let's lock it. Now it won't change on me. I did pick like 3 classes because I thought that would be a pretty good number of things to do, but like not too much at the same time. So hopefully it will be fine. I think it will be because I feel like the amount of stuff for each class that I had to do is stuff that I could easily do in a week just by myself anyway, if I was structured enough to actually sit down and do it. So what I'm doing is basically using this time to learn things or work on things that I know I need to get done and I have just been putting off. I'm hoping with the structure and like the schedule and everything and doing this like school that it will kind of get me back into that mindset of like, you got to get certain things done for every week because it's an assignment, you know? I am doing 3. 2 are more focused directly on my writing. 1 is more stuff that I want to learn, but I'm kind of adding a little twist in it, a little challenge, so I can get some of the writing in as well, but yes. So, the first one we're going to start out with, I'm going to kind of introduce you to each of them, and then throughout this semester, I will continue to update you guys, do like vlogs and whatnot. I'm going to introduce you to this syllabus that I did and whatnot, and it's kind of not technically finished, but it starts Monday. It is Wednesday evening, about to be Thursday. I have literally Thursday, and then I'm gone for the weekend, so I was like, I want to get this video done and put out before Monday rolls around anyway. So, there's a few holes in it, but I'm rolling with it. I started out, I picked my 3 classes. They don't have fun names like Kate's do. Not yet anyway. Maybe I'll throw in a fun name later. But I have 90 Days to Your Novel, Spiritual Awakening, and what's the other one? Editing. It is editing. I did kind of follow Kate's structure a little where she had like the end goal, the fun thing to do, and the checkpoints. Didn't really understand the checkpoints fully, so I kind of just removed those and stuck with the end goal for each and the fun thing to do, of which I only have currently 1 fun thing to do for 1 class. So we'll have to fill in the other ones as it goes on and figure that out. I'm going to start with the first one, which is the spiritual, like, awakening one, and because this one is the least writing involved. So if you don't know me well enough, I don't know if I've ever really talked about this, but I call it, I guess, a spiritual person. I believe in, like, spirit guides. You know, I got a lot of crystals. I literally have, like, underneath this on the shelf, you know, selenite. I got a whole bunch of crystals, tarot cards, oracle cards. Very spiritual person, but I feel like I've been really struggling in breaking into it. Just as things have gone on Like, the more that I want to learn, the less I feel like I'm learning. And I would have loved to take classes. I got recommended to do some through, like, what is it even called? Some online class thing. It wasn't Skillshare or Masterclass, because I have checked those out for writing things. And I mean, maybe they have classes on spiritual stuff, but there was another one that a friend of mine told me about, and I was looking into it, but I currently can't afford, because I'm currently paying a lot of money for a rental car because my car engine got damaged. I am very, very broke at the moment. But I had gotten this book a while ago, Awaken Your Psychic Ability, updated edition, Learn How to Connect to the Spirit World by Debbie Malone. And I keep meaning to read it, and I just have not read it. So I thought this would be the perfect time to break this into sections and go through it and do like a section a week or whatnot and really dive in and learn this book. So that is my first class, is the Spiritual Awakening one. I think I just called it Spiritual. I'll have screenshots included. You'll probably have seen them already. But like, editor me is much more on top of these things than in the moment me, so there'll be screenshots included. So the spiritual one is literally just, we're going to go through this entire book and learn things, take notes, highlight, mark things, and do the activities that it mentions in it, because there are some like do this thing, or create, I think there's one like create a spiritual journal or whatnot. So we are going to do those as we go along. You can see the tabs here. I have split it up into 12 weeks. We're going to do a 12-week semester. I just realized that I was meaning to talk about the schedule before getting into the classes. So we're going to quickly go over that, I guess. I'm starting obviously September 9th. I'm basically going every week. I have 1 week in the middle that I have marked off as vacation because it is my moose hunt week. So I'm literally going to be out in the woods all week getting a moose. I mean, if I got one the first day, then I have the entire week, but I'm still just going to take it off and essentially act like it's a vacation week for school. And then potentially going to take a second week for the week of Thanksgiving. It really depends on plans and stuff, because sometimes I have no plans at all Thanksgiving week, and sometimes the entire week is booked. But basically, if I don't take Thanksgiving, the last day will be the 6th of December to have all of this done. And if I do take the Thanksgiving week, it will be the 13th of December. And on this schedule, as you can see, I only mark Monday through Friday because I want to be able to give myself weekends. Plus, I'm really busy weekends most of the time. Weekends have been since like April, I think, completely booked for me. So we're taking those off. All right, record scratch, back to the class. So my fun thing that I'm going to do to bring in more writing with this one is every week I'm going to pull like an oracle card or a tarot card, or maybe a couple at a time, and I'm going to use that as like a writing prompt. So it's going to be learning like the oracle and tarot cards to go along with this, but it will also include that writing aspect to kind of bring it back to like a writing semester. I thought that was a pretty fun idea. It'll be a fun little thing to do to like help learn and get more into spiritual things. So I am really excited. I have a bunch of cool decks and stuff that I'll probably in the first week dive into the decks. So if you want to see those, make sure to check out the first week. I'll throw them all in a playlist, so it'll be easy to find everything. But check out the first week for all the tarot and oracle cards, because I will definitely go into like each one of them if I remember. I probably will remember, but we'll see. If not, just yell at me. It's fine. I'll include it in another week. But I'll go into depth on each of those, and I might switch it up and use different ones every week, but we shall see. So my second class is named after the book I will be using, of 90 Days to Your Novel. This book I picked up years ago at a bookstore. It was like $5 or something. And I was like, perfect. I will get this. I will follow it. I will do a novel in 90 days. I think I opened it twice. So I thought this would be the perfect time to go through this. Obviously, 12 weeks is not exactly 90 days, especially only doing like 5 days a week. So I broke it down a little bit differently. So like the first week of class is actually the introduction in part 1. The second week of class is the actual week 1 in this book. And like the last week of the class is the like end, which is the aftermath. So it's more like gonna be like 70 days to your novel or whatnot, 60 days, whatever the math comes out to be. But I was like, this has been something I've wanted to do for so long, and like learn a new strategy for like prepping a novel and putting it out. So if I can do it in 12 weeks, this entire book, go through it and actually follow everything in it and do that, I'm like, it'll be perfect. Like I could do the 90 days normally in another video or something, or just, be me and not do it in another video and just half-ass it or fully throttle it. Yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that. I don't have a fun thing for this one yet. I'm trying to figure out what I could do to make it like fun. So I'm gonna try and figure that out within the next like couple weeks, like in the very beginning. So I still have most of it that I can do the fun things for. But we shall see. There's a bunch of like assignments in this book already that, see like week 4, assignment 3, that we will be doing all of those as we go throughout this book. So I'm pretty excited to finally actually use it and see where this takes us. And so the third and final class is the editing class. And basically what that is I have 2 books that I have been working on edits for the last like year plus that they need to get done. So I'm going to take the time to actually break them down and do them. I have 2. They are already, like, I started editing them. This one is Shadow Warrior. This is my dark survival apocalyptic set in Maine. As you can see, that thick line right there is actually where I currently am. So I'm like over halfway through this. So I need to actually just finish going through it. I already went through it once, as you can see. But I was like, no, I'm going to let it sit for a while, and then I'm going to go through it again and deal with everything again. So that's what I did. I have been slowly going through it more recently, but I want to really actually go through and finish it. So the first 3 weeks is I have broken up this section. It's like 200 pages into 3 weeks worth of, obviously, like, work. I think it came out to about 16 chapters, but some of the chapters are like 2 pages long, so it will kind of vary for each week. But I'm going to do by the 16 chapters for the first 3 weeks. Then the next 3 weeks is I have this dark romance for the pen name. I'm going to be writing romance under a pen name. This one is a dark romance. I have literally only gotten to chapter 9, so I have this entire section left to do. Week 4, 5, and 6, I'm going to be doing 12 chapters each of this one to go through and get this one edited. Once I get to week 7, I think I put that as my like break week. Yeah, so week 7 for like this editing is going to be essentially like a break week where I'm going to figure out which one I'm feeling more, and I'm going to make the schedule for 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 to see if I can get one of these, whichever one I feel like doing. I'm feeling like it might be this one, but we shall see once I get into it. Who knows? I'm going to spend the last few weeks putting the edits into the document on the computer and trying to get the entire thing edited and ready to be betaed. These are both essentially ready to be viewed by other eyes once I go through and make the edits, obviously. But they'll be at that point, so I'm going to probably start looking into betas potentially for those. I had a few for this one, for this edition, but no one read past like chapter 3. So I'm going to need betas for either one, I guess. So that is what that class is going to be, is just literally working on these, getting them done. and just powering through. For that class, I also don't have anything fun. I know in Kate's video, her like editing one was like she was gonna make little like origami bats or something and do something fun for that, like make a jar. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do something kind of similar of like keeping track of the chapters I do, like do something for every chapter. But I'm not sure what yet, so we will figure that out eventually and hopefully find something that I can make work for that. Honestly, I have no ideas, so if you guys have any ideas for a fun thing that I could do for the editing one or for the 90 Days to Your Novel, please, please, please throw them out. I'd love to hear what you guys have for ideas, or like, what would you do for a fun thing for each of those? Please throw those out. I would love, love, love to hear what you guys have to say. Roll them at me so I can do some fun things. But I am so excited for this video. Once again, Kate's video will be linked down below. I hope you enjoy. I hope you guys, if you're going to do your own kind of school semester classes thing, that you do some really fun things. And I'm excited to see how this goes. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everybody.